Finally, Season 3 is here. Wait, where is Sander going?
Here we go.
After 2 seasons at Portsmouth, Sander has just confirmed he is leaving the club.
When I asked you in the last episode if we should stay or leave Portsmouth, we all pretty much agreed that it is time for the next step. So after 37 episodes, we will be heading to the Bundesliga, but not for Leverkusen, because they finished 7th in the table last season, which means unlike Portsmouth, they don't even get any European football. Does anyone remember Frankfurt though? Massive shout out to the agent who recommended us this club earlier in the second season. They ended up finishing 2nd in the Bundesliga, which means they are playing Champions League next season, and I thought that was just meant to be. There is no way that I'm leaving Portsmouth and not making an upgrade, because we obviously got Conference League, so, you know, anything below that, I would just stay at the club. We also had Arsenal, which was quite a popular recommendation, but I think we have made the right decision to go abroad and experience something new. I'm not even sure if we would have gotten any playing time at Arsenal right now, so I want to experience a different country, guys, and who knows, maybe in the future we will return to England. Announcing Sander, you asked and we can now deliver. Welcome to Eintracht Frankfurt. Yes, 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 this just feels so right. A new club deserves a fresh look, so we've got some new boots, different goalkeeper gloves, and I just cannot believe that we're going to be playing Champions League football this season. This is exactly where we need to be to improve our chances of becoming the 2nd ever keeper to win the Ballon d'Or, which is our biggest ultimate dream. Honestly, my only regret is that we didn't win that FA Cup trophy for Portsmouth. It would have been so nice to give them that, but at the same time, they made 70 million on our transfer, which is obviously gonna hopefully help them bring in some new players, and I wish them all the best. We will, of course, be following Portsmouth closely. Let's get this one started then. I want to see some likes on this episode. Let's make a deal right now. If we can get 1,000 in the first hour, I'm doing daily episodes this whole week. It's just getting better and better for us today, because we have made £430,000 profit on the real estate investment we made a few months ago. I'm going to be totally honest, I cannot say I know much about my teammates here at Frankfurt. What I do know though is that they finished 2nd last season in the league, so they must have a pretty decent squad. Let's take a quick look, and we are going to be sorting by rating. Denzel Dumfries is, of course, a signing they must have made now pretty recent. And yeah, he is 84. Same with Sanders. So we're one of the highest rated players immediately in this team. And then we've got Hugo Larsson, which seems like a really promising youngster, only 23 years old and 83 overall rated. Then we've got our captain, Robin Coe, 82 overall, and I remember this guy being at Leeds a few years ago, so it's nice to see him here. Let's keep going further down. We've got some experienced players, I can tell, but to be honest with you, it is very surprising that this squad finished 2nd. There is still loads of room for improvements, so we must have a pretty decent manager. It is time for our first training session with the squad, and I can immediately see that, yeah, this looks a bit different to the facilities at Portsmouth. If this is your first time watching the series, you might be a bit confused right now. Why is a keeper taking penalties? But trust me, we scored a lot of them for Portsmouth, but I'm not so sure if we'll be one of the first takers in this team, because, yeah, the competition is quite a lot higher. We did pretty good in our first training sessions. We got some decent grades, but as we can see, we are not gonna be starting the first preseason game. So I guess we are sort of being eased into it here over these friendly matches. We are just gonna be jumping to the result, because obviously preseason games does not count. And yeah, that is quite a lot of goals conceded. The next one is going to be against West Ham United, so hopefully we can bounce back and, you know, win this one. I like the fact that we are getting challenged by some difficult Premier League opponents, though. Sander is getting subbed in once again, and this time it ends up being a 1-1 draw. The last game is going to be against Celta Vigo, and as we can see, Sander is getting close to making it into this starting 11. So let's find out if that is going to be the case after this match is done. Let's see what the result ends up being. 3-0. That is a nice way to end preseason, and I'm ready for the actual football to begin now. No way. Are we about to sell one of our best players? Fiorentina is in talks with Frankfurt over a deal for Dumfries. There's loads of tasks available for us. I think we will be in a sponsored photo shoot because that is going to give us £43,000. So that is easy money right there, and we'll get some virtuoso points as well. We can also collaborate with a sports drink brand, so that is going to give us even more money. I mean, I guess this is what's happening when you get your big move, guys. There is just money coming in all of the time here. In our first professional season, we did get 39 clean sheets in 59 appearances. In our second one, we had 26 in 54. So I am very excited to see how it's going to be this season, guys, in the Bundesliga, a brand new country. And I want to win every single competition that we are playing in. The league, even though it's going to be hard against some of these absolute top teams. Then we have the German Cup. And of course, soon we will know the Champions League group stages. Winning that competition will be the ultimate dream, but, you know, there's going to be so many fantastic opponents. If we want to win some of these titles, though, we need to make sure to not sell our best players ahead of this season. We need to bring in a few more in my opinion, but at the end of the day, I think this manager knows what he is doing. He obviously did very well last season, so I'm not going to be questioning any decisions while I've just been here for a few weeks. This picture is a little bit crazy because that fan was also waiting outside for us at the Portsmouth all the time. So, yeah, he's now gone over to Germany. He must be the most loyal Sander supporter there is. I think this would be a good time to think about raising your profile. People want to know more about you. Okay, let's see what we could do. I mean, publish a autobiography. Maybe it's a little bit too early to do that. But we could, you know, end up in the media anyway. Big interview for a Sunday newspaper. Yeah, talk about the club, your teammates, and what you're hoping to achieve this season. We'll get some virtuoso points as well, so that is going to be nice. Of course, Konate is playing for Real Madrid. Okay, I've got to say, this game is a little bit realistic. Something that I am immediately noticing is that there is loads of more media duties and stuff than what it was at the Portsmouth. So we are definitely, guys, at a top club right now, and you can see that already. But it is time for the first proper game of the season. Hopefully, we can beat some clean sheet records and, who knows, maybe win the Player of the Year. And it seems like we haven't sold Dumfries either, which is very nice. These are the chosen 11 the manager has put out for this first match. And immediately, we can tell that the left side of the defense definitely could see some improvement. But other than that, seems like a very balanced team. Something that is really nice about the Bundesliga as well is that they've got every single stadium 100% fully licensed, which is going to make for a great experience. But we are starting here at Mainz's home ground. And yeah, it's raining as well, so this is going to be a tough start to our season. We got to try to keep up with the likes of Bayern Munich already from the first match. They are simply that good, and they obviously beat Frankfurt by a couple of points to the league title last season. So let's see then. Here is our striker Vehi dropping very deep. And now Dumfries. I'm so happy he's still at the club. This is nice football. Come on, can we go all the way? And what a save by the Mainz keeper. If we can keep up this pressure, I'm sure it's just going to be a matter of time before we get our first goal. Let's be ready for a shot here. Edge of the box. Yes, he turns. And then we do get back just in time. But a little bit of pressure from the home team right now. I want to try to keep a clean sheet and make a good first impression. Dumfries is going to pass it back for Sander. We are going to look for the striker Vehi. Come on again. Oh, he almost won the ball back. But yeah, first half is done. And I've got to say, we haven't created as many chances as I was hoping for so far. We are still yet to face a shot on target, but I've got a feeling it might happen soon. It is all Mainz. Look at this. But that is actually going to be offside, thankfully. And the manager has decided to make some adjustments here. A legend of the game is coming on. Here is Mainz. Look at this. This guy is unbelievable. What a ball that is, and Sander has to make his first save of his Frankfurt career. And it was a good one, to be honest, but I'm not happy at all with the defending right now from our teammates. Maybe now. What a through ball, and good catch. We are down to the last minute. As we can see in the top right corner, Bayern are winning 3-0, which is exactly why we cannot really afford any draws already. Imagine if they scored now. Loads of passes. And what a turn that is. Sander with the save, and gotta get it up to Götze as fast as possible. Come on. What a nice pass that is to Doan. And there's the cross. And unfortunately, Mainz gets that one cleared. And this just shows how difficult the Bundesliga is. The atmosphere in every single stadium is going to be unbelievable. Personally, we had a good debut. You know, a clean sheet and a couple of good saves. But I still feel like our teammates should have done a little bit more up front. One game, one man of the match. That is how we do it, guys. And we've also reached level 38. So we've got 10 attribute points to spend. Sander's performance in the match proved to be a successful debut. Fans are waiting for more. That is what we'd like to hear. And as we can see, Ekitike has just joined Borussia Dortmund. So the teams in this league are just getting stronger and stronger. I think we should make a few upgrades. And you know what? We are so close to that Sweeper Keeper Plus playstyle. So I think we will just get these last stats exactly where they need to be. And now when we confirm and lock these in, we are actually going to unlock it. Take a look at that. I honestly think this is going to be a pretty big factor in helping us becoming the second ever keeper to win that Ballon d'Or. We've got another sponsorship deal coming in now with a luxury watch brand. So of course, we are going to get even more money, guys. Some Maverick points and Virtuoso points. Look at this. EA Sports, what are you doing? We could have taken off the gloves for this one, surely. I've got to say, I rate that caption though. That's cold. Sander has been included in the first team of the week. That is incredible to see. And hopefully, guys, it's not going to be our last time. Let's keep going through the news a little bit. And oh, Harry Kane has left Bayern Munich. Pep Guardiola, I absolutely love you. We've got some squad members who's been called up for the national team, of course, including Sander. We have two massive European qualifier games coming up against Hungary and Netherlands. If we win those, it is confirmed that we will be at the next Euros. But now, it is time for the next game here in the league. And for some reason, why are we starting with back-to-back away matches? The starting 11 is quite different than the first match we played, so the manager has clearly changed up a few things, and hopefully that is gonna help us get our first 3 points. Something I've noticed is that the pitches here are flawless. There is not even a bad blade of grass, which we did see quite often in England for some reason. Wehi with a beautiful ball over to Bahoya. This is looking very good from Frankfurt. Oh no! How did we not take the lead there? Still waiting for our first goal of the season. Maybe now. Here is Chaibi. Bahoya over the top again. Wehi with the volley, and it's right outside. You know, we are dominating this game. Chaibi now looks for Wehi, and that is how you finish with the left foot. Beautiful goal. And that is the first one of the season, guys. That is a crazy finish, you know, but I don't think the keeper is correctly positioned there. He should not be letting that one go in, especially from that angle. But I'm not complaining. 1-0 to Frankfurt. Here we go again. The goal scorer. Can he pass it this time? Yes. And this time, it's not the best finish. I still think it's a bit crazy, though, that we have 2 away matches to start the season. Not exactly the nicest of fixtures, but so far we are doing pretty all right. Let's try to get one more goal just to confirm these 3 points, please. I really like the look of this right midfielder, Doan. He seems super skillful. Can we get something out of this then? Oh my days! It's another banger from our striker, Wehi. That is unbelievable. And Sander is running all the way from his goal, outside of the box, finessed into the top bins. What a demon we have up front. He's on for the hat-trick, and as I said, we needed to get the 3 points confirmed, which is pretty much guaranteed right now. The home team needs a goal here, and maybe now. What a turn that is. Thankfully, Doan is there, though, to stop any danger. Here is Wehi with a beautiful one over to Doan. Can he cause some issues? There's our striker again, but this time it is a fantastic save. That would have been the greatest hat-trick I think I've ever seen. The game is done, and we've got back-to-back clean sheets as well, which feels amazing. It's been a pretty good start to our time here at our new club. Our manager is moving mad because when we joined the club, this guy was our captain, but now he's made the left back junior get the armband. So yeah, clearly this coach is changing things up if it is not working out. It's nice to see a manager that is kind of tough like this, you know. Oh my days. The Champions League group stage draw is taking place. First of all, let's have a look at the teams that's going to be competing for the biggest club competition. We've got PSG, Real Madrid, of course, loads of the big teams here. Not really any big surprises. As we can see, Monaco, Celtic is here, PSV, Red Star. We've got Betis, Salzburg, Rangers as well, Athens, and then we've got Bodø/Glimt. Nice to see that as a Norwegian, but yeah, loads of difficult teams, guys. Let's take a look then at the fixtures, and we've got AS Roma coming up in the first one, it seems like. That is a tough start, a difficult ground to go to. What is going to be the next one? Then we've got Benfica at home. Okay, that is a decent draw. Let's change the months then, and we've got Feyenoord at home as well, which is a very, very good draw. I think we have done well. Oh no. We've got Anfield, November 3rd. That will be a tough one. And there's obviously going to be 8 matches in total. So we've got Bodø/Glimt, yes! We will be facing a Norwegian team. That is going to be so cool. And then we are hosting Chelsea as well. Now, some of these fixtures are crazy. Let me know in the comment section right now if you think we can make it through. Then we'll be facing a team called RAL. Cannot say I've ever heard too much about them before, so that should be 3 points. And then Besiktas as well. That is going to be such a tough atmosphere. So yeah, all of those games are going to be crazy. But we need to obviously be in the top part of the table so we can qualify for the next stages. Imagine if we can finish top 8, we go automatically into the round of 16. Let's find out if Frankfurt will make any more final adjustments. As we can see, there is some deals happening around the world. A couple of big ones here, but nothing for our team just yet. We are down to the last 5 hours, and there is a rumor that we might be bringing in a what looks like a Leeds United Academy player. I suppose that is better than nothing because we do need some improvements in defense, but maybe we should try to get a more experienced player than that. As we can see, Leroy Sané has returned to the Bundesliga, which is quite interesting, and Rico Lewis have also gone from Barca to Fiorentina. But let's see then, will we bring in this left back? I'm not sure, time is running out, so yeah, I think we're gonna have to check out the squad hub, guys. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like anything happened, so the manager is clearly happy with the squad. And who knows, maybe he can, you know, do some business in January if he feels like we need it. I'm honestly a bit annoyed that it's gonna be an international break already. We've got 2 matches, of course, against Hungary and then Netherlands, which is very important. We are pretty much guaranteed already to make it to the Euro, so if we can win 1 or 2 more games, it is now going to be confirmed, guys. But I will end it there for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. The next episode is going to be packed with tons of games, so if you want it already tomorrow, smash the like button, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.